Hello everyone and welcome to section 6.3. I apologize for the delay. I've been a bit sick, but I'm back. So here we go. Multiplying polynomials. What are we doing? We are multiplying. By the end of this section, we will be able to multiply a polynomial by another one, either by a monomial, a binomial with a binomial, and a trinomial with a binomial. So the first example are monomials times polynomials. You just use distribution property. It's no big whoop, right? I'm just distributing. You've been doing this already, so 4x plus 12. Here, if I multiply y with each of the terms, so y squared minus 2y. Okay, so not too bad. Let's do a few more. So here, I'm going to multiply 7x times 2x plus y. So 7x times 2x is 14x squared, right? Because this is a 1 plus 1 is 2 today. And then 7x times y is 7xy. That's it. Okay, let's go ahead and do this one. So 5x times x is just 5x squared, right? X times x squared. Plus, and then you have 20 because 5 times 4 is 20. And then x times y is just xy. All right. I have a couple more for you. But if you have a trinomial here, same thing, still distribution property. So the first term is negative 8y cubed, right? And then again, negative 2y times 3y would be negative 6y squared. Then negative 2y times a negative 5 is going to be positive 10y. Okay. And then we go ahead. Let's continue. This would be here 2x to the power 5 minus 2x cubed times 8x negative, right? It's going to be 16x to the power 4. And then plus 2x cubed times 1 is just 2x cubed. Okay, what if you have the monomial on the right-hand side? That's fine. Just distribute it this way. So this would just be px plus 3p. All right. Now, here's where I'm going to differ from the textbook a little bit because I like to introduce multiplication using the box method. They do FOIL, which is fine if you want to go ahead and use FOIL. If you know FOIL, it's no problem. But I'm going to go ahead and do the box method. But for those that are, I definitely want to understand FOIL. I need to understand FOIL. If I don't understand FOIL, I'm going to explode. Fine, I'll do one problem using the FOIL method, and then we'll do the box method. So this is FOIL and now. Okay, so here you have two binomials. First, you multiply the first two. That's the F part in FOIL. So that's going to be 3b times 4b, which is 12b squared. Then the outer 2, so then that's going to be plus 18b. Then the inner 2, which is plus 20b. So this is O, and this is I. And then the last 2, and that's 30. So F, O, first, outer, inner, last. That's where FOIL comes from. So then you do like terms, 12b squared plus, and this is 38b, and then this is plus 30. Okay, so that's the FOIL method of multiplying two binomials. So remember, you can only really FOIL using binomials. So the box method can be used for all kinds of situations, and that's why I prefer it. So let me go ahead and go through that. So for the box method, first you need to count how many terms are in whatever you're multiplying. So this is 2 terms, and this one has 2 terms. They're binomials. So you need a 2 by 2 box. So there's my box, 2 by 2. And then on one side, you write down one of the, that looks like a 9. It's an A plus 10, right? On the other side, you have A plus 7. The pluses are kind of weak. It doesn't matter. And then you fill in the box with the product of each one. So I'm going to multiply A times A, and that's going to give me A squared. Okay. And then I have, 7 times A, and they meet here. And my answer is 7A. Then I do, I'm going to erase this Oops. Whoopsies, sorry. Then I'm going to do a times 10. That's going to be 10a here. And then finally 7 times 10, which is 70. Okay, so they kind of meet. So now all I do is like terms, and usually they'll be on the diagonal. And then I list my answer. So a squared, then 10a plus 7a is 17a. And then the last one is 70 positive. So that's it. Okay, so we'll do this a couple more times. So then we have here binomial. So again, it's a 2 by 2 here box. We have x plus 8, x plus 9. X times x is x squared, right? X times 9 becomes 9x. Then x times 8, they meet together here, 8x. Then finally 9 times 8 meets here, and that's 72. So then combining like terms, we get x squared plus 17x plus 72, and that's it. So it's nice, instead of doing, writing it all out, it's just a different way of doing it. Okay, so then let's do this next one. We have 2y plus 5. And again, you can always pause this video, try it on your own, and then check your answers. And even if you do box method, that's okay. If you do FOIL, I won't hold it against you. You can totally do that. Just make sure you had the same answers. So here, 3y times 2y is 6y squared. 4 times 2y is 8y. 3y times 5 is 15y. And then finally, 4 times 5 is 20. Combining like terms, 6y squared plus 23y plus 20. And that's the product. I've multiplied it. Okay, so now this way, x minus 2, x minus y. So we need to make sure we take account for the negatives, right? X minus 2, you can write it that way, x minus y. So then x times x is x squared. X times negative y would be negative xy. X times negative 2 would be negative 2x. Negative y times a negative 2 is a positive 2y. Okay, then like terms, are there any? There actually are not any like terms here. So it would be x squared minus 2x minus xy plus 2y. And that's it, because there are no like terms. And the reason being is, notice that there's a y here and there's not a y anywhere else. Okay, so same situation with this one. Here we have a plus 7 times a minus b. So a plus 7 times a minus b. So a squared here. A times negative b minus ab. 7 times a, 7a. 7 times negative b minus 7b. And then together, a squared minus minus 7 ab, that's fine, plus 7a. Technically, these should be flipped, that's fine. Minus 7b, so this is okay. No, we do not add anything because none of these are the same, right? They're not like terms. Okay, let's do, I think we got that. Let's do something that has a square term in it. Okay, so still, this is a 2 by 2 box, but it has a square term. So n squared plus 4, n minus 1. So n squared times n is going to give me n cubed. N squared times negative 1 is negative n squared. N times 4 is 4n. 4 times negative 1 is negative 4. Again, there are no like terms, so you would go write this in descending order. So n cubed minus n squared plus 4n minus 4, and you're done. Okay, let's do one more. We have 3pq plus 5, 6pq minus 11. So 3pq plus 5, 6pq minus 11. So then multiplying, I get 18p squared q squared, right? Because I'm multiplying them. And then 3pq times negative 11 would be negative 33pq. 6pq times 5 is 30pq. And then 5 times negative 11 minus 55. Now, are there any like terms? Yes. In fact, this and this are like terms. So we would write our answer 18p squared q squared minus 3pq, right? 30 minus 33 is negative 3, minus 55. And that's it. So something that looks a little intimidating is actually not. Now let's do a 2 by 3 box. Okay, this is where the power of the box is interesting. So this has 2 terms. So remember, 2 terms. This has 1, 2, 3 terms. So it's a 2 by 3 box. You know, 2 on the side, 3 on the top. It has to fit every term. So b plus 3, 2b squared, minus 5b plus 8. And then let's go ahead and plug everything in. Multiply. So this is going to become 2b cubed minus 5b squared plus 8b. That's fine if you write the plus. It's fine. And then here, 6b squared. 3 times negative 5b is negative 15b. 3 times 8 is 24. And now we do like terms. So these two are squared terms. What else do we have? We have here 2b terms. So those are also like. Okay. So 2b cubed, right? And then 6b squared minus 5b squared becomes a positive 1 or positive b squared. And then finally, negative 15b plus 8b becomes negative 7b. And then finally 24. And that's it. Let's do one more. Again, you could try this on your own and then, hit play. So then this is going to be a 2 by 3 box. 2 by 3, y minus 3, y squared minus 5y plus 2. So then filling it in, y times y squared is y cubed. Negative 3 times y squared is negative 3y squared. Y times negative 5y is negative 5y squared. 2 times y is 2y. Negative 5y times negative 3 is a positive 15y. Because a negative times a negative is a positive. Negative 3 times 2 is negative 6. Okay, so then let's do like terms, right? These two are alike and these two are alike. So y cubed, so highest exponent first. Negative 3y minus 5, so negative 8y squared, right? Then you have positive 15y plus 2y, so that's plus 17y minus 6. Okay, one more for fun. We have a 2 by 3 again. So we would go like this here. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we have x plus 4, 2x squared minus 3x plus 5. And let's fill in the squares here. We have 2x cubed, 8x squared minus 3x squared. Right, 5 times x is 5x. Negative 3x times 4 is negative 12x. 5 times 4 is 20. Okay, so like terms. So then final answer, 2x cubed. 8x squared minus 3x squared. So 8x squared minus 3x squared is positive 5x squared. Negative 12x plus 5x is going to be negative 7x. And then finally 20 plus 20, positive. And that's it. That's how you do it. So your super fun homework is 6.3, 173 to 291 odd, or every other odd, depending on how's it going. Good luck and happy studying, and I will see you on the next video.